You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
3. was captured by your style, but I could not catch your eyes. So I stand here helplessly, hoping you'll get into me. I am so into you, I can't think of nothing else. No, no. See, I am so into you, baby, I can't think of nothing else. Thinking how it's gonna be whenever I get you next to me. It's gonna be good, don't you know? From your head to your toes, I'm gonna love you all over, over and over. Hey, me into you, you into me, me into you. Oh yeah, I'm so into you. Oh yeah. Hey baby, driving me crazy, I'm so into you. You into the room, there was voodoo in the vibe. Oh yeah. See, I was captured by your style, but I could not catch your eye.
our terms. When you come home, I'll be there to surprise you. I love you, boy, you make my life brand new. Just say it's true, that love is here to stay. Somehow I love you more and more each day. You and I will go through our lives in love, the kind we're always dreaming of. I will share the stars above. imagining you on the shore, stars light you in silhouette. Your tide is rising, rushing deep in me, making me so wet. And all I want is to hold you, feel you next to me, next to me. Tell you you're all I want, you're everything I need. We should be in love, counting the hours till I see the pleasures night will bring. The wine and candles and the slow dance, how you'll romance me. And all I want is to kiss you, feel your lips on mine. You are my fantasy, my dream of love divine. We should be in love. We were in love, every day would feel like spring, and every night the heat of summer love making. If we were in love, all my dreams would become real. You would have all of me, you know just how I feel. How I feel. When we're together on the shore, stars light us in silhouette. We're making love beneath the moon, stars light us in silhouette. We should be in love. Mhm. We should be in love. We should be in love. We should be in love.
Missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I miss everything about you. Your laugh, your style, your grace, your grace. The only time I get relief, boy, is when I see your face. Missing you, wanting you more and more each day, each day. I'm missing everything there is about you. Please come today. When you're here, I'm more than alright. You bring me such delight. Please don't make me wait forever. You know that just ain't right. Come on and let me love you, baby, right
right now.
Right now.
Say yes, I'll be there in a hurry. Don't you dare ask how. Don't you dare ask me how. No, missing you, baby. Hey, baby, don't you feel my heart beat faster each time you hold me tight? It's the way you make me feel, boy, especially at night. Missing you, wanting you more and more each day. I'm missing everything there is about you. Please come today. Come on and let me love you, baby, right here,
Right here.
right now.
Right now.
Say yes, I'll be there in a hurry. Don't you dare ask how. Don't you dare ask me how. No. Hey, missing you, baby. Oh, baby, I'm missing you. Your face, your touch. Missing you, 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 missing you. Come on and let me love you, baby, right here, right now. Right now. Say yes, I'll be there in a hurry. Don't you dare ask how. Don't you dare ask me how, baby. No, no, missing you, baby, baby. Missing you, 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 missing you. Missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, baby. Missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I miss you. Missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. Your face, your touch. I miss you. Missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot right here, streaming live on YouTube from GHP Radio, and we're very, very excited today because we have a wonderful music guest today. As you can see, help me welcome Whittington Still, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome. Thank you guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, of
I
course.
have a great time, but thank you. Hello, everyone out there.
Hello. We're so excited about having you today on this show, Whittington. We just got coming off of one of the tracks that you sent us that we just played, and Missing You, beautiful. And your voice is just wonderful. I was really pleased to hear all of your music that you sent to us, and so very, very excited to share that music with our viewers today, and as well as getting to know Whittington Still. So welcome today.
Thank you. I have a funny story about missing you that most people find almost unbelievable. But it just goes to show when you talk about music being timeless.
Mm.
I wrote that over 15 years ago.
Wow.
We did a recording for just to bring the music a little more modern and to stretch it out to my usual 6 minutes and 17 seconds.
Hmm.
But it's really very, very similar to the original. I
Mm.
mean, you can't really tell the difference in the vocals, and that's good.
Mm.
But the fact that it hasn't gone out of style, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yes.
And that's right. I don't write for a fad or a moment. I write with the longevity in mind.
Hmm. Hmm.
So if it's like a real feeling or something everyone can relate to at some point in their lives,
Yeah.
that doesn't go out.
Right.
So
Oh, I
yeah,
so agree.
but it's one of my um, I'd have to say vintage pieces.
Hmm.
So I'm very proud of Miss.
As you should. Well, goodness gracious, it's just wonderful, uh, and of course, I want to just kind of say to everyone out there, viewers and listeners, for all of you that knows Griselda, she is not with us today. Of course, she is still battling illness. She's not feeling well today. So, if you all can keep your thoughts and prayers for Grizz for her return, and just want to put that out there for those that just may be wondering why she's not with us today. But again, so Whittington. So let's go ahead and get into some conversation about your background because we know that you such a wonderful vocalist and like to know kind of how you started. I mean, as far as that goes, where did you get that wonderful vocal chops of yours? Where did
Well, I don't really know how it happened,
hmm.
but I can say I used to spend a lot of time, and I've told this story again and again, and I used to ride in the car with my dad a lot because he was my mom and my dad. And so I'm riding with him all the time. And he was a military man, very stern, and did not like noise. So you knew to keep the peace. But when we were in the car together and the music was on, if I started singing, I'd catch myself and I'd say to myself, uh-oh, I don't know if he's going to be okay. I'm just singing because I hadn't thought about it.
Right.
When I would see reach over and turn it up just a little to let me know, yeah, go on, sing along. And he would just ride as if he was enjoying it. That just gave me like my pass to
All
keep on
right.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always enjoyed singing. And it's one of those things where when you do grow up and you're quiet or you're feeling like you can't really express yourself,
Hmm.
but you can sing and express yourself any way you want.
Yeah.
And when you see a singer or hear a singer and they sing something from their soul, from their heart, you feel it.
Hmm.
You know, it's just, it does something to you.
Absolutely.
And that's what I aim for. I want to sing and I want to share an experience with you. I want you to feel something. Go with me. It's like I'm saying, when I say, come with me, go with me. But I met Bunny Sigler, may he rest in peace. We became friends. We met by, I say, accident. And after that, he told me, he says, you can really sing. You need to do something. And I said, me? No. When we met, I was just filling in as a favor for a friend and this and that. So I'll tell you, if we have time, a friend of mine called me up. I'll make it short. And she says, I started a band, a group. There are three of us, and we're going over to Philadelphia International Records. We have an opportunity to meet Bunny Stigler. And I thought, oh, that's great. Congratulations. Well, one of the girls got sick, and we've already told them there were three of them, and we need to have a third girl. Now we know you don't sing and all of that. Just come along and be cute. Just that's what you said. Just come along and be cute. I said no like 10 times, and then finally, you know how your friends can do sometimes. They can just whine. I would do anything for you, you know. So I said, okay, go.
Or you remember when?
Over there, long story short, it got time to sing. Bunny said, I want you to sing, and then I want you to sing, I want you to sing. And my girlfriend says, well, okay, I'll tell you, she's not a singer. She's filling in for so and so. But I know I told you it was three of us. And Bunny looked at her. He said, I didn't ask you that. I don't really care. I just want to hear you all sing. So my girlfriend sings. I had no idea she couldn't sing.
Oh.
The next girl sang. And I was sitting there and I was just like, I can't believe she did this to me. But, and the look was all over his face, like, okay, what about you? Like, what are you gonna do? All I could do was just go to a song that I absolutely love, and I would sing it around the house, and that was Phyllis Hyman's "Meet Me on the Moon."
Oh,
I
yeah.
had no idea of the affiliation between Phyllis Hyman and Bunny Stigler and Philadelphia International Records. So I sang "Meet Me on the Moon." And he ended up just freezing in his seat. He let me get through the entire song. He says, I'll be right back. He goes down the hall, gets someone, I don't even remember, comes back, and he dismisses us kind of. It's been so great meeting you all, da 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 da. So we leave, we go outside, we're talking, and I get home, and I think I'm like in the tub or something. You know, back in the day we had landlines.
Right.
And so you bring the phone over to the tub in case it rings while you're in the phone rings. I'm like, there goes. Get the phone. He says, this is Bunny Stigler. We met earlier today. You know, your girlfriend can't sing, but oh, you can. And I was no more. And that what gave me that confirmation that, oh, maybe I do have something here. Yeah, that's where it really started. And he started trying to work with me here and there, but I was really young. I had no idea of what I had. And so I didn't really take it seriously. You know, I wish I could go back, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, yeah. But he did believe in me, and he let me know that I had something. And then as I learned, when he started telling me stories about Phyllis Hyman and their affiliation with the label, and it's like, that's why I say by accident. That was not an accident. No. I ended up with 2 songs that Phyllis Hyman actually heard. She wanted to record them, but unfortunately she passed away before she could.
Right.
Bunny's brother wrote them, and he let me hear them, he let me sing them just amongst us. And then when I lived in California, I actually performed them at a shows. I had a band out there.
Nice.
And the band, they went crazy. Standing ovation, and hear a song they never heard, 2 songs they'd never heard. That doesn't usually happen when it's a song that's an unknown song.
Right.
Right.
They were great songs. Tried to get Bunny to see if his brother would sell me the songs, and his brother was reluctant to do so. So, I wasn't anybody. So his brother, he started talking about all of the big names of the people that were interested in the song.
Wow.
So Bunny said, forget about it. Just tell me. I said, okay. and who knows that. But in my heart, those are my songs.
Yes, 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 indeed. Well,
Yeah.
then you're a songwriter. You're singer and songwriter as well. You
Yeah,
wrote
I write everything.
amazing, amazing. How did that come to you being a songwriter? Because I'm hearing you talking about your vocal talent, how it started. Well, let me back up because I had this question in my head at the time. Does your father, I don't know if he's still with us or not. He's
No,
not.
no, he's not.
Did
No.
he understand how much he inspired you that moment when he was enjoying your singing in the car?
I don't know if he realized that inspired me, but he knew that he was largely instrumental in everything that I
Hmm.
do. You know, he raised me in a way like he was my mom, my dad, my confidant, my teacher, my friend. You know, and in the later years we got even closer. So he meant the world. Very difficult losing him. And in his final days, he said things to me that I'll never forget about music. He said, one day we're sitting and he said, I heard you on the radio. And I said, Dad, I didn't know if it was like the chemo. And I said, Dad, you probably heard Phyllis. We've been here before. And he said, I know the difference between Phyllis Hyman and my daughter. I heard you on the radio. I said, okay. Left it alone. He kept saying that to me. And he said other little things that ended up coming to be. So it's like this is years ago. I wasn't being played at that time on the radio, internet radio, or anything else.
Mhm.
So like, oh my God, maybe he saw it
He
and
saw
he
the
just shared it.
vision. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, it did.
yeah, because he was the type of he could see something. He knew he wanted a building. He drew the building. The next
Mm-hmm.
thing you knew, that building was up on his property and he had a business and he ran it and that was that. He said he wanted to do, he loved fishing. He wanted a small boat. He knew exactly what kind of boat, what size boat. He went and he got it. It's just like, you just didn't know with him. He went and got a motorcycle. I said, what are you going to do with that? He's like, I want to learn how to ride. And you know, it was just like that. The sky's the limit. You can do anything.
Yeah,
And
spontaneous.
I that I had him telling me that though when we were younger, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes parents they want to be safe. They want you to be safe. And back then it was, you know, go to school, get your education, do the right thing.
Right.
Instead,
Mhm.
yeah, step out there and do that, try that. But yeah, an awesome man. I can't wait to get my first Grammy because I am going to definitely dedicate it to you.
Yes.
That's
No,
right.
that's right. So, evidently, it sounds like you was the only child.
Oh no, I was the youngest of five girls, no boys. So I was the boy
Oh,
too.
Lord.
Yeah.
I know they had a hard time. I bet your papa had a hard time 5 years old. Y'all man, that man crazy.
Yeah, we're all very smart, respectful. I mean, you know, we came from good families and spent a lot of time with our grandparents.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
you know, that was a time when you had that village,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
that village, yeah.
Miss that
I
so
definitely
much.
understand that.
I
Mm-hmm.
miss my grandparents. Yeah, I do because we were there. It felt like every weekend with all my cousins
Mm-hmm.
and it was just so close and we had a good time. We didn't worry about outside children or people
Right.
because we all run and play and had such good times together.
Yes.
But when the
You
grandparents
know,
fizzle out, that fizzles out too.
what you said, the grandparents and everything. Uh, I lost my grandmother and my auntie 7 days apart, two sisters,
Mm.
and I questioned God behind that. Because I didn't understand because I was young. And this lady kid told me, she said, son, God has a plan for your grandmother and your auntie. Never question him. and I hadn't since then questioned him. So
No
yeah,
need to question him. No need at all.
well,
You just follow suit. You go along and stay in your lane. You ask him what it is you are to do, and just show up and do the best you can at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
well,
part
yeah,
you're
I
like,
do understand. I do understand where you're coming from on that issue. Stay in your lane and keep it moving,
Yeah.
and get you and make you some fresh money.
Yeah.
Get you some fresh money on top of it.
what in the world is money?
That's fresh money.
I'm sorry,
And
say it again. Say it again,
you
start
had-
over.
you asked me about how I came to be, a writer. So in coming to write everything down in notebooks, the kids call them diaries or journals. And so I used to write all the time. And just feelings or ideas. I used to draw and scribble. I used to draw clothing and designs and perfume bottles and dolls, and I used to make my dolls clothes and just all types of things that had to do with creativity and fashion. Like I don't know what it was. I thought all children were like that, And I don't like the fact that we tell children to grow up or stop
Ooh,
dreaming. Like no, we shouldn't do that.
Right.
Keep dreaming, keep imagining, keep creating. That's what keeps us young.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was just writing. I love to write. So I write poetry, so to speak, which is nothing but a song.
right,
That's all songs are.
right.
Have you
And all that
since you
talent
write
that you have in designing and drawing. Gary mentioned something off the air that this has led to something else. If you don't mind me interjecting that, Gary.
No,
This
go
led
right
to
ahead.
something else.
Yeah, I was waiting.
You were? That's why I said, did I steal it from you, Gary? 'Cause that was your- I'll give you the credit. Gary is the one that saw Whittington's other talent, which makes sense now that you're telling us the backstory about how you used to draw and everything and your dog clothes. Well, Gary enlightened us to something that you are doing and designing today. And if you don't mind sharing that other creative thing that you're doing now.
Please.
No, I don't mind at all. I just went live last night and did a shoe reveal. So I started the Whittington Still limited edition shoe brand. And I just had so much fun mixing and matching the colors. And no, I don't like that. I want to put that with it. And, even down to the stitching on the shoe. You get to design it fully from just nothing. So where the stitching on the shoe matches one of the colors in the shoe. I have my brand, the Whittington Still, has the 617 above it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we'll get to that because I know that's a big question. What is with this 617? Why are all her songs 6 minutes and 17 seconds? My goodness. But it's a great story. But
Awesome.
yeah, the shoes were something I've always wanted to do, just like clothing. Glasses. I want hats, pocketbooks. Sky's the limit. But I came across something, and it's funny how the universe works, because I had been thinking about it, and then I saw, have your brand, blah, 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 blah. So then I researched that. I had to research who else has done what.
I'm sorry. I'm going to mute Mac because I couldn't hear you. Okay, say it again because I want to hear this.
So I came across something, and it was talking about it was a company in Italy, and they were saying you can have your own brand, design from the ground up. This is how it works. And so I'm a researcher. So I researched the company, and then I went on YouTube. I looked for anybody else who had did it, and what they were saying when they did shoe reveals, what they looked like, what they felt like, what those experiences were. And the company, to me, it was A plus. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but then I had to snap back into my mind and say, believe it, because you told the universe you were looking for this.
Right,
Right.
right.
You just go ahead and walk in it. So, oh my God, it was just amazing. I dove right into it. Before you knew it, I had designed 3 shoes,
Mm.
and I wouldn't release them. Now I have 5. Now I think 4 of them have been released. And the first one was the boot. And when I put that boot out there, folks said, my, where did this come from? Did you do this? Did you design? I mean, the shoestrings to match the exact color of one of the pieces on the boot. Now remember, I didn't have these things in front of me. I didn't have the laces, the stitching, the leathers. I had to go off of what I'm seeing on the computer and hoping and praying that it was as close as it could be.
Right.
And it ended up being the exact same.
Yes.
My eye was right on it. I said, things are going to change once I have it in my hand and I can show people and say, this is it. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels. The leather is Italian leather. It feels like butter. It's a gorgeous boot. And now I just can't wait to get the other ones so I can have my collection. But they started selling after the live. I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was just, that's amazing to me.
Wow.
And I have one friend who I'm still moved by it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked, she saw the live, hadn't talked to her in a long time.
Right.
And Nina Belgraves, she's been around the music business forever. And she said she wasn't even planning on going on Facebook. She was out with her husband. She just happened to pop on, see me, and said, let me see what Whittington's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And before you knew it, we were talking on the phone. She was ordering the boots for her husband.
Wow.
And she says, do you mind if I pray with you? And I said, no, I don't mind at all. Because I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And she prayed this beautiful prayer over me, over my business, over anything I touched, over everyone who comes into my life. It was so moving.
That's beautiful.
And I really felt it was so beautiful, but for somebody to take the time out
Mm-hmm.
to concern themselves with your spiritual well-being, like, that's a blessing that I can't even really explain.
Absolutely.
That's no doubt. I'm so glad that you designed something for a man instead of, I know you're probably doing something for a female, but the man, I can't, I love that, because I would thought when you showed the boot, and I asked that question, is it a female stuff, boot or shoe or whatever, but you showed that boot, hey, that's a nice boot. I'm glad somebody just took the initiative to design something for us.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a lot of my clothes and shoes are both men and women's things. I know that
Yeah.
weird. However,
Yeah, I know. So.
yeah, some of the things that you can find today, they just don't have to be a sign. Like we were talking about earlier. Of course, I'll put my heels on and my dress and gowns. Like, I love that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that I can put a suit on with an Oxford and still be just as feminine and beautiful and sharp. You know what I mean? Like, so I like to switch it up. And someone who did it for me in my mind first and did it right was Annie Lennox. And she's one of my favorite artists
I like
of all
Annie.
time.
Yeah.
And when I watch her, I would sit and just watch her videos and say, oh my God, she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She did things the first time for a lot of people, and she wasn't afraid.
Right.
She would have videos where she walked into a boardroom in a man's suit with a crew cut and a sharp shoe and fully made up, beautiful, and she's taking over the board. And that's in the video, music video. You know, when music videos were really music videos.
Right,
And
right.
then you could be in the middle of the ocean on a boat in a ball gown, looking just untouchable. And she just did that. She did that. So she showed me, wow, you can take on any look you want. You know, of course they name it something after a few names, but unisex comes to mind. So,
Okay.
yeah. So the shoes, the brand, the line, the company even recognizes that. They have a unisex brand. Like you can just go to the unisex brand and design it however you want for a man or a woman. And then you have some of the men's brands that could actually, with the right colors, go for anybody. So, yeah. And then you have to remember, I was raised by a man. So I have that. I'm so grateful for that because I have that no nonsense, strictly business, let's get to it, speak when spoken to, do it or get out of the way mindset.
That sounds like my daddy. and you better be on time. Or I'm going to leave you.
In the morning, you better be down here for breakfast when it's hot. You know, all that good stuff that builds character. You know, so yeah, he made me so that I could sit in a boardroom with the best of them, or walk a red carpet. Just, I love that.
But I hear your training, and you. It reminds me a lot of my father because he was staff sergeant in the Army, and very disciplined. And you know, if it starts at 8 o'clock, if you say you're going to be there at 8 o'clock, and you're there at 8 o'clock, that's still late. You need to be there before 8 o'clock. No, that's the kind of stuff I grew up with. So I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now I feel that coming out of me, especially, and I'm trying to soften it up a little bit. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm too hard, or I get to the point where I go, cut, we can't work together anymore. Do you find that what your dad taught you, because I'm hearing you and I've had the same training, if you will, do you find that bothers people, or they label you as being too pushy or too anything?
I had to settle myself down a lot. And I know I still may be too much for them, but that's okay. But yes, there was a time when it was just no nonsense. I just didn't understand. If you didn't want to put your all into it, if you didn't want to do the work, if you didn't want to show up and be all that you could be, why not? I just didn't understand that mindset. But it's out there on a large scale. Even people in business, all types of business, not just the music business. So in learning that all types of people are going to come into play, are you going to stay rigid, or are you just going to recognize where you need to be and who you need to be there with? Once you do that, you don't have to worry about being labeled as this or that or too hard or too soft. You don't have to worry, because the people in the room that are supposed to be in the room, they'll appreciate you just how you are. They need you to bring what you're bringing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't worry about it anymore.
Yeah,
Speak, sister. I know
that's
that's right.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Chris and I would say, well, I miss you, Chris.
I know.
No, you go ahead.
Well, Whittington, I was, when we was talking about the product side of you and your product, can you actually show your reveal, like one of the products for our viewers to look?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So the first product was the boot, right? And the other cool thing about the brand is that you get to design the shoebox,
Beautiful.
and they're like real boxes. Like this is a real box. It
Yeah.
actually has a magnet closure.
See, that's so cool.
Okay, and the picture that you decided to use for the promo happened to be the picture that I had chosen for my first pair.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very nice.
And
Very
you
nice.
get the limited edition information printed on the box and your label and all that good stuff. So I wasn't supposed to get these until Monday. And then I got a message from DHL saying your delivery is coming today. It was yesterday. I was beside myself with excitement.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I designed.
Nice.
Very. Oh my goodness. Oh,
And my label is right there.
and your name is perfect for branding.
It is, isn't it?
Thank you. And there's one other little thing here.
Is the tongue.
On the tongue of the boot is my picture.
Hey,
Mhm.
So I'm with you every step of the way.
I love that.
Nice. I did.
What? I heard you say that that leather felt like butter.
It
It
feels
looked
like,
like
and that Italian leather is so. And after a while, you know what Italian leather does. It's like what they use in the luxury cars. It molds to you. So when you put it on,
Okay.
you don't feel like you have anything on. It's amazing. I couldn't stop feeling on it last night. It's beautiful. And so it looks good. It feels good, and this is a real boot. It's sturdy. It's gonna last you some time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, with it, I have a pair of shoes, that Italian leather. I can take those shoes and just ball them up in my hand, and they just spit back out.
Wow.
Come straight back to its natural form.
Isn't
I've been
that-
having those shoes over 20 years.
Look at that.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they still in style.
Mm.
There you go. I can't see those going out of style.
Right.
And honestly, I don't know if I'm weird for this. I think about some of the things that I create. Like, of course, music stays around forever, right? But things like that, long after I'm gone, people will still be walking around with my shoes on,
Mm-hmm.
wearing my jewelry and my fragrances. Like, it doesn't. That to me is better than worrying about how much time I have here. I'll be here forever.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. I really do. Because I was watching a video of Michael Jackson live on some award show, and he's going to be with us forever. We'll get to watch his talent. And but you've proven something to me. I've always felt like people who were creative in terms of music, like you're a writer, you're a singer, that sometimes, because my upcoming EP, because I don't think I'm doing 10 tracks again, but anyway, it's another story. But it's called Hidden Treasures. I really feel like each and every person has a hidden treasure. They have a hidden talent. They have something that's in them. And some people have the coat of many colors, if you will. And I don't think that, I love what you're doing, because to me, you're tapping into all your treasures. You're tapping into it. From the moment you were born, your name fits everything that you're doing. You are destined, but you're doing the work. And I think that nobody's a mistake. No matter how you got here, you are not a mistake. You are still planned by God to be here, and to motivate. So when you're on stage and you say you want to connect, I don't know if that was on the air or off the air, but when you sing, you say you love to connect to people. You like to give. Man, that's beautiful, because what you're doing is helping people discover something. Even now, as you speak about what you're doing, you helping people discover their hidden treasures. if you will. Take some risks. Go out there, do it, even if they're laughing at you. But you see, if you know the biblical story, they laughed at Peter when he got out the boat, but at least he got out the boat.
Uh,
He got out the boat, and rest of you just sitting on the boat going, "All right, go ahead, Peter." He did sink, but guess who brought him up out of that water though? So there's a hand reaching out for you. So I just you just motivate me, and I appreciate what you're doing. What you're doing is great. I'm inspired.
Very inspiring. Yes.
You know, yeah, that's
Wait,
very
Dad,
inspiring
Let
because
me hear what she said.
Well-
Hold on, what did you say?
I was, and thank you so much. That means so much because it's not just about me, right? And we get that message because sometimes we're like, why am I going to do that? But then you just do it. And it's like just being obedient. I get all kinds of ideas and I'll do it. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing that thing, but I'm going to do it. And it ends up motivating someone. It ends up changing somebody's mindset in a good way. And it will know just the slightest little thing about me saying, I want you to feel something. You recall that.
I did.
You see Whittington.
but you know,
Wait, I want to hear.
You're
Hold
going
on.
to feel something. And you want
you know-
what all want today is an experience.
Uh-huh.
So I learned that in the corporate world, and it's everyday life, in our relationships, and everything. People want an experience. You got to give that to them.
Yeah.
And it needs to be one that you will always remember.
Absolutely.
well, you know, you look at like a lot of people are really afraid to step out their own faith, and which I have never understood that. You know, just get out there and do your thing. You know, and when you're out there, you can still stay in your own lane and doing your thing.
Understand the fear. Understand the fear because you
Yeah.
have to remember not everyone has a certain level of peace. It takes peace to create. It truly takes peace to create. When you have peace and peace from God, your mind is on another level of clarity that can't be explained.
Yeah.
Then you're open to create anything your mind can dream up. And you just do it. You don't have that fear. You don't have that, well, I can't do that. Or who am I to think I can do that? You don't have that. Once you clear out the junk and you really get that gift of the peace from God, you just start to go back to that childlike imagination and where you weren't threatened with fear and doubt. You didn't have anyone who, well, no one believes in me. They don't need to.
Right.
That's the thing. They don't need to be. And guess what? If no one ever bought a boot, if no one ever bought a song or a piece of jewelry or fragrance, I'm still Whittington Still. I still did what I wanted to do.
That's right.
Yes.
You've done your thing.
God,
That's right. That's what
I
it's all
love it.
about.
I love it. Woo, do we have any more music, Gary?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So
We
let's.
need a break so I can go shout. Okay?
Yes. Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a Whittington Still music break, and then we'll come back and continue. I want to go into the chase. Tell us a little bit about the chase, Whittington.
absolutely. The Chase was written for an Amazon Prime series called Chase Street. It was written and directed and filmed in my hometown of Camden, New Jersey by my classmates from elementary on up to high school. And when I found out that what they were doing, I was so proud. And I kept saying, I'm watching you guys. I'm going to gift you a song when it's time. And they got to it and they said it's time. And when I submitted the Chase, they loved it. I wanted it to be the theme song, but Jaguar Wright had beat me to it. So I said, that's okay, as long as you put it in the episode. I didn't know where they were going to put it, but they put it in right on time. I'll tell you about that after you play it as to where it went. But it's talking about my coming up in Camden, the life there, the hustle, the chase. It was the easiest song I've ever written in my life, probably ever would be, because it's true, it's real. It just came to me, and I did it, and they put it in the series.
Nice. Okay. Reviewers, let's check that out, and then we'll come back and get the story on it. So keep it locked right here on the Indie Live Spot, and we'll be right back with Whittington Still.
I can't think of nothing else. No. See, I am so into you, baby. I can't think of nothing else. Thinking how it's gonna be whenever I get you next to me. It's gonna be good.
Seems like only yesterday, in the castle on the hill, daydreaming into space, while I wondered what was real. Then an angel from above came to tell me to be still, to sit and feel the love, and in time God would reveal. Coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Every day, every day, every day, every day. We live, we laugh, we love, we play. Fought for life, no time to play. We ran our race through every maze, the rise, the grind, the price we paid. Yeah, coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. Now we're understanding life and the reasons we are here. So let us stand upright and make it very clear. Oh, ooh, yeah. Hey, every day, every day, every day, every day. Once you made it through each day, and you recognize the truth, the strength and confidence is really up to you. Never turning chance to be better than before, to succeed in all we do, while God opens every door. Every day, all day. Yeah, coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. We live, we laugh, we love, we pray. Fought for life, no time to play. We ran our race through every maze, the rise, the grind, the price we pay. Yeah, the chase, coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. I hope you feel what I do. The love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you feel what I do. The love is the love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming from where I'm from, yeah. Every day, all day. Yes, every day, all day. Every day, every day, every day, all day. The love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody knows like we do, like we do. The love, the love. Nobody knows. No, no, no. Nobody, 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 nobody like we do. We live, we laugh, we love, we pray. Fought for life, no time to play. We ran our race through every maze. Rise and grind, the price we pay. We pay every day, all day, all day. Yes, coming from where I'm from. Every day, every day, every day, all day, every day. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are you here? I really wanna know. I really wanna know. Whoa, why are you here? Yeah. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. There are times that we know when we're wrong, but it shows, yeah. When we want what we want, be it wrong, be it right, in the day or the night, it doesn't really matter. Why are you here? Why, oh, why, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh. Why are you here? I really need to know. I really need to know. I really need to know. Did you come to be free? Is it not about me? Was it all in your head? You know, the one that lies in my bed. Why are you here? I really need to know. I really wanna know. Why are you here? I really wanna know. I really need to know. Talk to you. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. You gotta tell me why. Did you? Well, did you? Did you come to be free? Is it not about me? Could it be all in your head? You know the one that lies in my bed. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why? Tell me, yeah. You gotta tell me. I really wanna know why. Oh, why? Please tell me. I really need to know. Yeah. With that being said, when I see you again, I know what you've come for. 'Cause I miss you, old friend. Can't stand no confusion. No. I just really wanna know. Won't you tell me so? Won't be an addiction. I can't stand an affliction. No.
It don't make sense to just be.
Go on the air, someone leave that alone.
See how they do?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we're just having some fun, and we just got through playing some more music from our guest, Whittington Still, and of course, we did play "Missing You" earlier at the beginning of the show, and then we played "The Chase," and then we just finished playing "Why Are You Here?" But Whittington, you was gonna tell us something else about the Chase, before we actually went into that a little bit earlier. So we're back.
There's so much to tell about it. I can't remember. This bunch here is hilarious. Yeah, so I'll have to think about what that was. What was it that I was saying and I said? I'll tell you about that later.
I think I remember you were talking about.
It was the placement of the song.
Song.
So
Right.
they wouldn't tell me where it was going to play, so I had to watch each episode. So when it got to the episode, it didn't start out like the others. The episode didn't start out with the theme song. It actually started out with my song. And my battery. Let me plug it up. And it was the scene of a funeral home. Now, the funeral home was where we laid many of my family members, including my sister, to rest. It was if they were all saying, "We see you." It just started out with them at the funeral home.
Wow.
Back right there. And it was like, are you kidding me? Like, it blew me away. It made me emotional. And then with what I'm saying in the song, and it went right along with the funeral scene. And I just thought, wow. Yeah. And they played quite a bit of it. And then the theme song. So I was really honored about that again. And so now they are working on a movie, like the box screen, the big screen movies with Michael Collier, Omar Epps, Bruce, and it's called Uncle Rufus' Last Wish. And Uncle Rufus.
Uncle Rufus. Oh, okay.
Uncle Rufus.
Okay.
And they want more music from yours truly.
Yeah.
So it's a comedy, that's got some great messages. And at first I thought, Nate, what could I write that's comedic? Like, but he said, no, don't think like that. Just get some good music together. I know you can do it. So I'm excited about that too.
Oh, that's
and then, too, I did that just from the heart, from my people. I just did that. And look at the doors it opened.
Yes.
So sometimes we can't be so stern on, I'm not going to get involved with that unless they're coming with this. I'm not doing that unless I am that. I could have said, oh, it's not the theme song. Oh, never mind. No, I'll hold myself. Why would I do that?
Right.
It was my gift. You do anything you want with the gift. You can re-gift the gift if you want to. It's your gift for me. And that was like my stamp on that, my approval. Many people don't make it out of that city with their life, their freedom, their minds intact. Like, we don't take those things for granted.
right.
But a lot of talent comes out of that city, and they're not recognized. I'm going to recognize it. I'm going to talk about it. I want to be involved.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So where can we see the Chase?
Where you can see
Yeah,
the
the
Chase.
Chase. The series. It's a series, right? The Chase.
Yeah. Called Chase Street. The song is called The Chase.
Oh, I wrote it down wrong. Chase.
Chase Street. That was an actual street name in Camden. But
It's a series
on
like
Amazon Prime.
okay. I do have that.
What is it on again?
Amazon Prime.
It is being compared to the likes of like The Sopranos.
Oh, got it. Now, when you say spell, is it SH or CH? Chase Street.
CHASE.
CH.
Chase.
The name of the series is Chase.
Series.
What is this?
I can't hear.
That's Ray's phone. Ray. Your phone.
Okay, say it now. Sorry.
Name of the series.
Miss Joyce.
Oh, he's doing it again. Hit his mute button again.
I'm trying. I'm trying to give it. Then he puts a cigarette in his mouth. All right. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm trying to watch this series. Chase Street. That's okay.
I'll help you later.
Got it. All right. Okay.
Oh.
I'm trying to get the info, the lowdown, and everything around.
Yes. All right, we're gonna stay in touch, definitely.
Yeah. Well, congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
Thank you.
I love what you said about sometimes you have to gift things. I like that word, and I'm going to steal it. Okay, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to gift things. I had to explain that to one of the guys in my band. Well, because something canceled because of a COVID surge. And he said, well, you need to do like the big guys, they get a clause where they get money anyway. I had to remind them about that paragraph when it says they can cancel due to, even if it's an active, man. And and do we really want to push these concert promoters like this during a pandemic? Do you really want to be that insensitive? Because they will remember you. You're not a team player. So sometimes to me a contract is so, oh, what did I say? What did I do? Not if it's a disaster, you don't want to throw it in their faces. You really need to be careful about that.
And you want to do the right thing morally, ethically. You want to do the right thing.
Yeah. You can't, because when a hurricane hit Houston and Beaumont area, I had a contract. Contacted promoter. I said, hey, he said, Joyce, the people in disaster. I said, I'm not going to hold you to that. Can we reschedule? Can we work something out? And we rescheduled, and it was a very good event. But you have to be understanding, because as indie artists, we should understand what promoters go through. They have a business investment. Mac knows what I'm talking about.
I really do.
He's a promoter as well. So, and sometimes you got to be a little flexible, But if you're a hustler and you're lying from the get-go, then that contract becomes a little more important. But not when people are just going through and trying to make things happen. So I like what you're doing. And look, like you said, it opened doors for you. They're going to remember you're a team player, and you're going to be blessed by that. So, I'm so excited about you being on the show today. Did I say that already?
Here, I really am. Yeah, you guys are very warm and inviting. I hadn't been with you all before, so I didn't know, but I'm so glad you all are just very inviting, and you make it very comfortable to sit in this seat and talk to you. I want to talk to you. So.
Good. Well, we're so happy.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you are feeling comfortable with us.
Yes.
I feel good that you do feel that way.
That's good.
Because
Absolutely.
I just
Absolutely.
have to say, them folks in that chat room, they like to go off on me at any time. I like to say something, boy, I'm telling you, I done blowed it up.
Are they not being nice to you?
Sometimes. They are. They are.
David just said that Ray Ray is stereotyping himself.
And Henry said, don't start don't start Ray on economics. I know. No, but I'm like Ray, glad you're comfortable here, because you have a lot to offer, not just to us, but to all the listeners. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I know, Gary, can I go back to music? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Do you have an EP or CD released?
So I have those 5 singles that I've released,
Gotcha.
and then my CD project 617, I want to release by 617, and that will have an additional amount of songs that no one will have heard. So
Okay.
I'm creating, but I'm holding them so that I could have a full CD. And that's a lot of music, because each song is truly 6 minutes and 17 seconds.
And yeah.
And-
That'll work.
And I'm interested in the 617.
I know, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that number has been with me, well, since I was born, because I was born on 617, but it follows me everywhere. I see it 30, 40 times a day. I can get a package and say I know what numbers are going to be on that package.
Wow.
And somewhere in that series, there they are. I could be in a car and look up, think about the number, and it's on the license plate in front of me. You know? it's considered an angel number. And when you look up the 6, the 1, the 7, each one of the numbers describes me to a T. And
See?
you know that your angels are watching. So I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
I even signature.
Wow.
It's hidden in signature. And J-Lo did that years back. It just brings more of what you want, in my mind, for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a way to manifest. It's like the vision board. You see it, you see it, you see it. And it's attached to everything that I do. The day that I went to record The Chase, I took pictures because I said, no one's going to believe this. When I arrived on the tarmac, we had the plane for a little while. And I looked out the window, and there was the little, what do you call it, that pulls up with all your luggage in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting on the plane, and I look out, and it has a series of numbers. And in the series, there was 617. So it's a picture of it.
Wow.
I get to the hotel, and I'm crazy about, I'm like that person, you know, Joyce, what I'm talking about when it comes to going to work.
Right.
So as soon as I arrived, my plan was drop my things off at the hotel and get to the studio. I'm ready. Let's go. That's what I'm here for. Time is money. Let's go. So I get to the hotel, and it didn't really matter. Like, I didn't want to go into anything. If they didn't have something right with the room or whatever, I just would have dealt with it later because I'm on the schedule. Everything's fine so far. Let me just drop everything and get to the studio. But I get there, and the young lady goes to give me my pass key. She says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read the notes here. So I looked, and I was like, listen, I don't like to be right by the elevator for the ding, ding, ding. I don't want to hear that in my room. So she changes it really quick. And I said, oh, that's so thoughtful. Thank you. I just don't like that constant ding, ding. You know, I don't want to hear the movement. And she says, I totally missed that note on the account. I'm so sorry. Here you go. Well, when I got off the elevator, that very first room that was by the elevator was room 617.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So I ended up in the room next to it. It was like 615, I think, something like that. And so I took a picture of that, coming and going. I made that a part of the video that I started for the song, Why Are You Here? And that just blew my mind. But I was used to it. Now I just smile. I got off the elevator, I looked up, I saw the number, I smiled. When my ride came for the studio, we get to the studio and I'm talking to a couple engineers. We start talking about numbers. And one engineer says, 1111, I see it in that. Another guy's talking about a number, blah, blah, blah. And then my producer, Jimmy, says, tell him about 617. Ever since she got off that plane, I've seen it, it's real. So I started talking about 617. Everybody in the room says, we're going to play that number tomorrow on the live. I laughed because I said, if I play nothing on that,
Did they win?
we get to work. We go ahead and do our studio session. I go back to the hotel, wake up, turn the news on. What's on the news? The number of the screen. I have the picture of the screen. I was in North Carolina, flew up there. The night number was it was the 617, but it wasn't 617. It was what do you call it? Boxed. So it was still 617. But it was the night number that while we were talking about it, it had come out the night I arrived there in the lobby. Wow. So I called Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, did you see? Here we already saw it and we're already set. I didn't play that number for a good 3 months after I left. Yeah, it just, my flight was delayed going on when it's time to come home. And we were in the studio finishing up, and Jimmy says, "Well, if your flight's delayed that much, we might as well keep working." So I said, "Okay, let's keep working. Let's work on this other song." I said, "I don't really want to work on it." "Yep, that's the one we're gonna do because you don't really want to work." I said, "Okay." When I sang that last note, and he says, "See, it's a wrap."
Mm-hmm.
He phone says, "Oh my God, it was 6:17."
17.
So it's only fitting that the project be called Project 617.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't blame you.
It just sounds like it was all mapped out for you. It's a matter of you discovering it.
that is exactly what the number is designed to do. It's like
Mhm.
lets you know it's that crumb of crackers for you to follow. You're on the track. That's
Mhm.
all.
I love it.
That's
I think
amazing.
it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look, we're all quiet over here. It's like, ooh.
Well, let's.
That's
I,
spooking everybody out. I don't want to spook
Oh
you.
no, you're not spooking me out.
oh no,
Because
not
I
at all.
imagine, because Gary and I have shared off the air about some. How do we describe it, Gary? Weird
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
sense of
kind of like.
events
Yeah, kind of like deja vu stuff, and
Mm.
I
or
mean,
divine intervention, and we
mm-hmm.
don't know how. You get a weird dream,
Yeah.
and just weird things that happen. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that yeah, no, some call it the universe, but the universe is still God, and I think
But
we're constantly being we're always getting warnings, and if we're paying attention. I know Dick Gregory's crazy to some people, but I loved watching him, and one thing that he said that stuck with me, he said, "You guys need to watch, and you need to pay attention." In other words, pay attention,
Mm-hmm.
always be aware, and you will start seeing patterns. I start seeing patterns just by watching and pay attention, because my husband said, he called me research queen,
Mm-hmm.
because I said, okay, there's even the disasters from, because I don't want to turn this, because Gary's very clear, he doesn't want this to be a political show. So
No,
Gary,
it's
just give
okay.
me,
You're cool.
you know what I mean? But even from the disasters that's gone on for mass killings, I started seeing a pattern. Even this, and my husband said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm researching the demographics in each area," and I started seeing a pattern. And
Mm-hmm.
I said,
what
something's going down, that we. So I think that no matter where you are in your spiritual walks, there's something beyond this. I call him God, that's always trying to communicate, and you will have the weirdest thing is, and I'm sure you have them, when you have a dream that's very symbolic, and then it starts to unravel.
Yeah.
but it's just like you was just saying deja vu. I think it's another way around. It's time catching up with you. That's what it is. Time catching up with you.
Not to
Does
be
that make sense?
scientifical, because I love science and I'm not going to dig deep
It,
on it.
it's ti- it, it's actually time catching up with you.
What you're
What it is.
saying
Mhm.
is right, because there have been recent studies about the neurons that come out of the galaxies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they
Mm-hmm.
come
Right.
down, they're shooting down all the time, and they just found the connection between our brains and thoughts and those neurons, and they think perhaps some of our thoughts and ideas and past occurrences are actually stamped out there in the galaxies,
Mm-hmm.
coming back around because of the neurons. I thought that was amazing.
That is
I
amazing.
love
Yeah.
that. And I just think, like you said, Joyce, there is so much to us and to all of this. You can't possibly think you are just here to wake up, eat, sleep, do a couple of other things, and
Right.
die. That is not it.
Mm-hmm.
You
There's
know?
more to it,
I
isn't it?
remember a church used to go to, the pastor, and he just passed away. He said science found that at the center of the core of the earth, if you will, I may not be describing it like a scientist would, but there was sound. And he said, and he started thinking, he said in the beginning in Genesis, God said. And so it goes back to when you speak, when you let, it's in other words, there's a lot going on
that vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I like going on.
and that goes with music because
Mhm.
I've heard people say, "Boy, when you sing, I feel something."
Mhm.
So you have to be on that frequency with me to
Mm-hmm.
feel, you know.
And maybe we're not meant to understand it, but accept it and go with it because it's so everything is just so.
It don't dismiss it, but respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you said, pay attention because it all means something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the music. Do we understand? Do you think we understand? It's a question for you, Whittington. Do we understand how powerful music is? Do you think we understand that?
Understand? Because it's it's all frequency, energy, and vibration, and that's what we need for healing. So it's
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you think about it, okay, music is powerful, can heal, but that power that it has, if it's perverted, do you think it could cause um, damage, for lack of a better word, right now?
really, you have to be careful what you watch, what you listen to. It has an effect on you long term. It can get into your atmosphere and create scenarios. So
Mm-hmm.
you definitely have to be careful
Yeah.
what you're singing, what you're listening to. Oh yeah. You ever sing a song because the tune was catchy and then you caught yourself to hear what you were actually saying?
I
Mm-hmm.
have.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my
Now, let me ask y'all this. Now, you were saying listen to music. If they backmask that music, some of it could be very satanic if they backmask it. I think the Beatles had one song, I can't remember the name of the song, but they backmasked it. It was very satanic.
I've heard of that, but I don't know any proof. Do you know where
It's a
something
fact. It's a fact.
it
It's
is?
a fact. It
So
is
they
a very
like
fact.
reverse and it says something else, right?
well,
Is that what
It's
you're
just
saying?
man,
Like,
it's totally.
I wouldn't put it past them because I mean, if you're a person and you want to get a message out there, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put it out there any way you can. So
even if it's subliminal, you know.
even
Well,
if
yeah, subliminal messages and stuff like that. Yeah, this stuff is really it's out there. It happens every
yeah,
day.
that's why to know as much as you can about the source.
The source. You're correct.
Person actually writing and performing. Know as much as
Mm.
you can about that person because they're the ones that are bringing the energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I don't really get behind just getting behind a celebrity because they're a celebrity. Know who you're getting behind.
Yeah. It's very important.
Yeah, that part. Ooh, it's deep today. I'm enjoying it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying
Oh
it.
yeah.
I didn't know we were gonna get so deep, but you know, have fun.
Hey, look, God have his way.
Right?
Just said, just let it flow.
Ah, YJ. Mac, she said, what's with Mac smoking every 2 minutes? YJ,
Yeah.
we had this conversation with him last
I am,
Saturday.
I am drinking. I'm having a drink on this show.
Uh-oh. He just
Stop drunk. What's up with
he
that?
done got back into the
Ah.
bottle again. Right.
I'm drinking tonight.
All right then.
Okay, back to you, Gary, because I know we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, we're getting
I don't want to start
Oh,
something else.
man, me a shot.
yeah, we're down to about 10 more minutes. Uh so with Whittington, let's do this. Let's let our viewers let them know how they can follow you, all the different places, because I know you have everything there on your network, and definitely please let them know again about your products too, because there's some wonderful products, and also because you also mentioned something about some fragrances coming soon as well. So if you want to just plug all that, please do it all right now, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right. And thank you, Gary.
Uh huh.
So whittingtonstill.com is truly your one-stop shop. That's like your umbrella if you're on there, you can fish around. You'll find my YouTube channel, which is Whittington Still. You can follow me on Instagram at Whittington_Still, and Still is Still. The shoe brand, the limited Whittington Still limited shoe brand, or I should say the limited edition. It is out there on its own site, but you can get there from whittingtonstill.com under the limited edition. I am on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, Google Music. I think just about every form you could think of when it comes to streaming music. I have an electronic press kit on Bandzoogle, but if you just Google me, you'll just find a lot of things and you pick and choose where you want them. So you can follow me on Instagram. That's what I really prefer. If you want any music, you can go to Bandcamp. You can go straight to my website. You can go and just Google it. My music's on YouTube as well. So it's just out there everywhere. The Whittington Still jewelry collection that's been around for a long time. And that is also on whittingtonstill.com under jewelry line. What else? The fragrance line that I am starting. I was working to get the blends just right because COVID's not like I can be there at a place and just, I like that, that's this. So I had to just go off of science and what I know I like and what I believe should blend well together. And then got it right. And I love it. It's like bold, but calm. It's like me. It really is like an experience. And you only need just a little, you know. I know my buddy Ray say he likes to smell good. You just need a little bit of it. And it just stays with you. Like I can't stop smelling it. I'll put it on and I'll do this every now and again. But when I think about being next to someone and maybe they have their arm around you in a movie or something like that, and you know how you get that whiff, Joyce. You know how you just ever so gently, just to whiff, and they smell nice. It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I had to say that. Well, if you got some good perfume or cologne, boy, I'm telling you, it works every time for y'all. You feel me?
We know.
It works every time. I'm serious.
Yeah. So you know, being an indie artist, you have to be creative. You have to know that it's going to take more than just showing up. But the beautiful thing is, like my friend Rena Chanel and other indie artist sisters says, we are more than enough.
Yeah.
We have everything we need, just like the earth has everything we need for healing and medicinal. Everything is already here. We have everything in us already. We just have to kind of wake it up and then actually put it to work. So I'm grateful. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, you can always DM me. People who follow me and know me, they know I am interactive. I am really responding to people. I love to communicate. I was going on Clubhouse there for a while for indie artists and just sharing as much information. I call it like connecting the dots. But then, you know, as the new year came in, the same way I got that notion to put it out there, I feel like I put it out there. If people want to take it and go where they want, create their own rooms now. Do your own thing. It wasn't meant to just stay there.
Right.
See, you can have other things to do, but I can plant the seed. So I feel like that's what I did. And every now and again, if I feel like I want to pop in there, I'll pop in there and do it. But initially it was to go and share and teach, and I did. Now it's for other people to go ahead and branch off with it
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'd like to see. Hmm.
One request or ends from CTK.
Hey,
No, I'm
CD,
sorry. That's
CTK.
Clarence Kyle.
That's
Clarence
CTK.
Kyle. That is okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. He has two things. What is he? He confuses me. But anyway, he said, I need a body rinse that's just for me, not her. That's all I ever wanted. He's a guy.
He
Clarence.
wants a body wash.
He said, I need a body rinse that's just, I guess, a wash. That's just for me, not her. That's all I ever wanted. As a
Okay.
man. I guess what Mac was saying earlier is true. There are men looking for products for them. I want it for me. So, but you know,
I-
CTK, somebody washes for everybody. You know, you both use.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because what's
You
cool
know,
is
because, you
they're
look
gonna-
at these times, excuse me. Look at these times that you see a lot of fashion and everything. They're mainly for a lot of women. We're left out.
well, I'm not gonna leave you out, Ray. I am
Well,
designed.
I'm so glad because I'm damn going on the website and I'm gonna look and
Yeah.
subject.
It's-
You
What
love
is
the
that?
boots are for men. You love the boots.
Yeah.
They're men's boots,
You know.
but I
It's-
would wear them. You know, because of the colors. I like the colors. I would wear them. I have clothes that go perfectly with those boots. And many other women have said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna rock those boots." And then there are men
Well-
who are, I can't wait to get my hands on those boots. So
That's right. Because
yeah,
you know, I'm finna go and buy some Tom McCann's. You know, I want something to feel comfortable on these dogs because these feet are very important.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. So
And you guys, when you go to a website, subscribe to her mailing list. I saw that, so subscribe so she can keep in touch.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot going on.
She got a lot of good stuff going on. Mm-hmm.
You go and subscribe.
and
now.
they have to make sure they go back and double check that the email is confirmed after you subscribe.
Okay.
Because a lot of messages that say they subscribed, but they didn't confirm. So then I can't communicate. So make sure you subscribe, confirm, and then you will get campaigns and messages from me. The
Oh.
phrase was already sent to my subscribers. They have first dibs on it.
I'm doing a Mac. I got excited because when you subscribe, you guys get 10% off your first purchase.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, you know, y'all were looking for because the first thing I was going to ask is what about a military discount? First thing-
Box me, and I'll have a special coupon code just for you, Ray.
just see, look at you. You're so
See,
special.
Ray.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am.
Just be, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised with me.
Oh, he
Yeah,
really-
because I'm always, buying, I buy shoes and stuff like that. But I like to find shoes that's gonna feel good on my dogs, on my feet.
Yeah. The loafer
You know.
too that you might like because it doesn't constrict your ankles at all and it's super
Right.
soft. Well, I will say I've learned and I've read and I've seen other people with the brand. The sizing, I don't know if it's because it's Italy, but it's like a half size larger than what you need. So
Okay.
just come down half size when you order.
Okay.
That's something I don't even, it wouldn't even bother me at all. I bought some LL Beans. I wore them about twice, and that was it for me.
Uh-oh.
4 o'clock.
It didn't feel right.
4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. It's time. It's time. All right. Well, first of all, before we do exit out, I want to just tell Whittington, thank you so much, Whittington, for spending time with
So-
us today and sharing
Thank
all
you.
of your wonderful gifts. You have a lot going on for you, and I'm so excited to what's next. So keep doing your thing, and we're definitely going to be looking out for you, and continue to support your music over here on our broadcast. So
That's amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. truly appreciate this, and I hope you have me back again.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, for sure. We definitely will do that.
Mm.
Definitely. And again, we just thank you. And also again for everybody, please keep Griselda in your prayers. And
Absolutely.
hopefully she'll be returning for next week. I think next week we have Max Groove is scheduled to be on the show with us next week, so that'll be a great show. He's a great artist as well as a radio host as well. He does a lot of great things, so we'll be looking forward for that. And then I just want everybody to have a great weekend. Also, I wanted to say thank you to everyone that send their
Yeah.
positive messages to me for I lost my uncle over the weekend or over this week, actually Wednesday, and so I want to thank everybody who send their prayers and thoughts. So thank you again for that, and we'll keep you posted on services, which will probably be coming up next week sometime, I think. But with that said, everybody have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. And again, thank you, Whittington. Again, we're
Yes,
gonna
so
definitely be looking out for you. And I'll pass it over to Joyce and Ray. We'll take it out.
thank you.
I really enjoyed the show today. You're so inspiring, so talented, got a lot going for you, and you're so connected to your, and that's more important than a Grammy, if you know what I mean. Knowing what you're supposed to do. Now we'll celebrate your Grammy now. Don't get me wrong, but but that's just so important. That's a blessing. So everybody in the chat room, don't forget, go to her website, subscribe to her mailing list because she has a lot going on, and add her music to your Spotify playlist. It takes a village to raise an indie artist. So support, and yes, like Chris, if you ever watch this show, we miss you. There's always a hope when you're not here, my sister. So get well, and come back,
Yeah.
because I can't handle Mac all by myself. All right, and don't forget to click the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, Mac.
Thank you, Bill.
Boy, I tell you. You see how they do me? You see how they do me with me? You see how they do me? But hey, it's our pleasure having on the show this afternoon. It's in the morning here, but hey, you had a lot to offer
Oh,
to the artists and to the general public. With your line, your perfume, your colognes, unisex, your boots and stuff like that. I like the idea that you're out there and being an entrepreneur in what you're doing. I love that. I really love it because it's not too many of us that really would get out there and do things, because some of us are afraid to do these things. But you're doing it, and you're staying in your lane while you're doing it. That's a great thing. Well,
thank you so much
you're
for
welcome,
that.
ma'am. You're welcome, madam. But one thing I have to say, see you later, bye.
Well, thank you guys.
All right. Well, with that said, we're going to end with "Afraid" by Whittington Still. So y'all keep it locked, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Warning. Do not listen to this song while driving, operating machinery, or being in an upright position. The voices you hear may be hypnotic.
head that you can hear me speaking clearly in your ear. You tell me you can feel me even though I'm not there. Stop wondering what this is. Look deep down in my eyes. Can't you feel my kisses? Please don't be shy. Don't be afraid of my love. Don't be afraid of me. Can you feel my heart dancing to your favorite song? Its vibration and energies don't make me wait too long. Every time is like our first. You know this to be true. Yes, you always quench my thirst, and I do the same for you. Listen to my voice and let it take you to a place, and we'll go my way, my way, my way. Listen to my voice and we'll let nature take its course and do it my way, my way. I'll be right here for as long as it may take. I'll be sure to leave you a message. You can listen when you awake. Now don't be afraid when you hear me ask you if you had fun last night. Last night. Oh baby, I was there too. So that makes it alright. Listen to my voice and let it take you to a place, and we'll go my way, my way, my way. Listen to my voice as we let nature take its course and do it my way, my way. Don't be afraid of my love. No. Don't be afraid of me. Don't be afraid of my love. Don't be afraid of me. Don't be afraid of me.